Hello everyone, welcome back to Surya Smarter Everyday. Today we have one of the most important grammar lesson. In this video, you will get what is active and passive voice. 5 simple steps to convert active voice into passive voice. Lot of examples and finally very interesting quiz. Let's get started. Okay, now we can discuss what is active and passive voice. In active voice, subject of a sentence performs the action. Active voice has a strong, direct and clear tone. Look at this example. Ramya made a cake. Here, Ramya subject, made verb, cake is object. The subject Ramya performs the action described by the verb made. On the other hand, in passive voice, subjects act as a bystander. Passive voice always constructed with a conjugated form of be. For example, be, am, is, are, was, were, being and been. Plus the verb's past participle form of the verb. So in passive voice, always we have to use past participle form of the verb. That means V3 form. Here is given some examples. Study, studied, studied. Complete, completed, completed. Go, went, gone. Make, made, made. Come, came, come. So these are the example of V3 form. So in passive voice, you always use V3 form of the verbs. Here, the active voice sentence we changed as a passive voice. Ramya made a cake. That converted into passive voice. So what are the changes happen here? A cake was made by Ramya. Here, subject become object, object becomes subject, and used past participle form of the verb plus auxiliary verb. In active voice, subject is very important, but in the passive voice, object is important. This is the difference between active voice and passive. Did you clear about active voice and passive voice? Now we can discuss 5 simple steps to convert active voice into passive voice. Step 1. Subject, verb and object in the given sentence should be identified. Step 2. The subject of the sentence should be changed into the object. Step 3. The object of the sentence should be changed into the subject. Step 4. It is the most important step. The suitable helping verb and the past participle form of the verb should be used according to the tense of the verb in the given sentence. And step 5. Preposition by should be used. Is it clear? Now examples. Example number 1. Victoria closes the door after her. Already we have learned 5 steps. Step 1. Subject, verb, object in the given sentences should be identified. So here Victoria, subject, closes, verb and the door, object, and after her, that is the remaining part of the sentence. And step 2. The subject of the sentence should be changed into the object. So what is the subject of the sentence, Victoria? That should be changed into object. Look, And step 3, the object of the sentence should be changed into the subject. So what is the object here? The door. It should be changed as subject, the door. Then step 4, carefully notice the suitable helping verb and the past participle form of the verb should be used according to the tense of the verb given sentence. So here you notice what is the tense of the sentence. Victoria closes the door after her. Here the verb closes shows that it is simple present tense. So if the sentence is a simple present tense, you should use am, is, or are among these auxiliary verbs. So you know am goes with I, is goes with the singular, are goes with plural. Here subject the door, it is singular, so we can use here is. Then past participle form of the verb. Here the verb form V1 form given there, V1 plus S form, that is a clauses. What is the past participle form of clauses? Closed. Then step 5, preposition by should be used. Then the door is closed by Victoria. The last part join remaining part. The remaining part after her. Now we got the answer. The door is closed by Victoria after her. Example 2. She taught me how to surf. Yes. Step 1. Identify subject, verb and object. Step 2. Subject becomes object. Here subject she, that object form her. Look at this table. Personal pronouns such as I in active voice, in the passive voice it becomes me. We becomes us, he, him, she, her, they, them, it and you as usual without any changes. Then next step, third step, object become subject. That means the subject form of me, that is I. And next the fourth step. So fourth step, look at these auxiliary verbs. So here this sentence refers to simple past. She taught me how to surf. Taught, that is a V2 form. So we can say this sentence is simple past tense. If the sentence is a simple past, you use was or were. As you know, was goes with singular, were goes with plural. So here subject singular, so you can use here was. Then next step, V3 form of the verb. What is that? Taught. And then step 5, preposition and remaining part of the sentence. Now we got the answer. I was taught by her how to. Okay, next example. Example number 3. Mrs. Slater is moving the chairs. Step 1. Identify subject, verb and object. Step 2. Subject become objects. Step 3. Object becomes subject. And next, you should identify the tense of this sentence. Mrs. Slater is moving the chairs. So, is moving. This is a continuous tense. Which continuous? Present continuous tense. So, you know about the structure of present continuous tense. Subject plus is or are or am plus ing form of the verb plus object. So, here the subject plural, the chairs, so is not suitable. So what will come there? Are. The chairs are. Then look at this table and find out the suitable relative pronoun here. Already we used simple present tense and simple past. Now present continuous. If the sentence is continuous tense, either present continuous or past continuous, you should use the word being after the auxiliary verb. So here the chairs are being, then past participle form of the verb. What is that past participle form of the verb? Moved. Then step 5, preposition. Now we got clear answer. The chairs are being moved by Mrs. Slater. Next example, number 4. My father was carrying my trunk. Step 1, identify subject, verb, object. Step 2, subject become object. Step 3, object becomes subject. And then identify the tense of this sentence. My father was carrying my trunk. So was carrying, it is a past continuous tense. So here you write was as usual. So my trunk was. Then find out the correct auxiliary verb from this table. If the sentence is continuous tense, you should use being. Then past participle form of the main verb, that is carried. Then the 5th step, by. Now you got the answer. My trunk was being carried by my father. Example number 5. He has done it on purpose. Step 1, subject, verb, object. Step 2, subject become object. Step 3, object becomes subject. And then given auxiliary verb, that is has. Then identify the suitable auxiliary verb from this table. If the sentence is perfect tense, either present perfect or past perfect, you should use been. So it has been. Then past participle form of the verb. Done. Step 5, by. Last, remaining part of the sentence. What is the remaining part of the sentence? On purpose. Now we got the answer. It has been done by him on purpose. Okay, next example. Example number 6. My parents had arranged my marriage. Step 1, subject, verb, object. Step 2, subject become object. Step 3, object becomes subject. And then step 4, given auxiliary verb. This sentence tells us past perfect tense. So had arranged. So you need to write as usual had. Then from the table find out suitable auxiliary verb. What is, if the sentence is perfect tense, you should use been. Then past participle form of the verb. Already here given past participle form of the verb. Step 5, use preposition by. My marriage had been arranged by my parents. Next example. Number 7. We have not shared our resources equitably. Step 1, subject, verb, object. Step 2, subject become object. So we becomes us. Then step 3, object becomes subject, our resources. Then find out the tense of this sentence. This sentence tense subject plus have plus V3 plus object. We can say it is present perfect tense, but it is a negative sentence. We have not shared our resources equitably. So you write as usual have not. Our resources have not. Then find out the suitable auxiliary verb from this table. The sentence, if the sentence is perfect tense, should use been. Then past participle form of the verb shared. Then step 5 by. At last remaining part of the sentence equitably. Now we got the answer. Our resources have not been shared by us equitably. Yes, next example, example number 8. I didn't like it. Step 1, subject, verb, object. Step 2, subject becomes object. So I, me. Step 3, objects becomes subject. And then you carefully notice it, this sentence negative. And also identify the tense of this sentence. I didn't like it. So didn't, it is tells us past tense or simple past tense. Already we know about the simple past tense. If the sentence is simple past tense, you should use was or were. So here is a suitable was. So here subject it. So you should use was. And then it is a negative sentence. So add not. It was not past participle form of the given verb like. What is that? Liked. And step 5 by. Now you got correct answer. It was not liked by me. Another example. Example number 9. You ought to keep your premises clean. Here step 1. Use subject, keep verb, your premises object. So here little difference are there. So here there is no step 3 because it is not necessary. That means you ought to keep your premises clean. Here no need bystander. So you can start here with step 3, your premises. So your premises, then step 4, here is given there ought to, the auxiliary verb ought to. So it is the categories of modal verbs: will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to. These are called modal verbs. If the sentence is modal verbs, after the auxiliary, that means modal auxiliary, you should use be. Your premises ought to be. Then past participle form of the verb. Keep, kept. Then step 5, clean. So here your premises ought to be kept clean. Here not necessary bystander, because here is telling about you and your. Okay, the last example. We can do it before they come. Step 1. Identify subject, verb and object, and the remaining part before they come. Then step 2. Subject becomes object. Step 3. Objects becomes subject. And then step 4. So you look at the sentence. This is sentence with modal verbs. Here is used can. So already we discussed about, if the sentence with modal verbs, we have to use be. Can be, should be, could be, would be, or might be, must be, ought to be. So here is used can. So write as usual, and then find out suitable auxiliary verb. It is be. Then V3 form of given verb. Here is do. What is the V3 form of do? Done. It can be done. Then step 5, use preposition by. The last part, remaining part of the sentence. It can be done by us before they come. Yes, I think now you are able to convert active voice into passive voice. To join quiz, click on the video on the screen. I will see you soon with another interesting video. Thank you.